Hello students, welcome to yet another session of learning vocabulary. In the previous class, we learned how to learn vocabulary with the help of word origins, words that have originated from mythology, names of the people and names of places. So let's take a recap and do all the words together. Chimera. I hope you remember the word, the monster, the fanciful monster. So anything which is imaginary and fanciful. Aegis, which was the shield of Zeus, which helped him support. So Aegis means support. Janus-like, the word January is derived from Janus-like, having the ability to look into the past as well as the future. Stygian, derived from river Styx, which is dark, so Stygian is dark. Achilles' heel, the great warrior, Achilles' heel was his weak spot. So Achilles' heel means a weak spot. Nemesis means to punish. Maverick is an iconoclast. Laconic, you remember 300, the Spartans? So people who speak less and to the point are laconic. Epicure, one who has a good taste for food and drink. Chauvinist, derived from Nicholas Chauvin of Hitler's army. Maudlin, derived from Mary Maudlin. She was tearful. Accolade means to award. Bourgeois means to grow. Bellwether is to lead. Serendipity is to stumble upon something by chance, is just like luck by chance. And ephemeral, which is short-lived. So I hope that you remember all these words. So we learn words with the help of mythology, people and places. But today we are going to learn something else. We are going to learn to use mnemonics. So you might be wondering, what are mnemonics? So mnemonics is to come up with a wacky and clever association for the word. Now certain words, though you may be knowing about the history of the word or the origin of the word, but then still it becomes difficult to remember those words. So another way of saying is to use mnemonic. A mnemonic is a creative way of learning or remembering a word. Let's take for example here the word gregarious and amiable. Gregarious means sociable, and if I say that I have a friend named Greg and he is outgoing, so now I have a way of remembering the word gregarious. So I associate gregarious to my friend Greg, who is sociable and outgoing. Similarly, I also have a friend named Amy. Now Amy is a very friendly girl, and so I can think of amiable is amiable, or anybody who is like Amy, so who is friendly. So for gregarious I think gregarious, and for amiable I think amiable. Now moving on to next, you may say that I do not know anybody who is Greg, or I do not know anybody who is Amy. But that is what is the beauty of mnemonics. Mnemonics does not mean that they should be associated to you in certain sensible manner, but it can be anything wacky, or it just makes sense to you. For example, let's take the word school. What happens? What image creates in front of you when I say school? Obviously, it's your own school. Mother, park. What happens? You create a vision of your own mother. Park, you create a vision of the park that you have been going for so many years. So they make sense to you, in that particular place makes sense to you. But that same park may not, the other person may not have visualized. He may be visualizing some other park that he has visited. So everything, every person that you can think of for a particular word is your mnemonic. So every person has or can create a different mnemonic for himself or herself. So we are going to work on how to make mnemonics and how to understand the use of mnemonics. So let's take the word berate here. Berate means, let's take here, what I do is I divide the word berate as B and rate. Means B grade आने पर पेरेंट्स जो करते हैं उसे कहते हैं berate, जैसे वार्निंग देते हैं या धमकाते हैं. So are you getting my point? What is a mnemonic and how you are going to associate to learn the word. Let's move on to another word, repudiate. Now, repudiate has a re and pud. So if I say that he ate the pudding, coming from the word from pud and again taken from re, so when his mother asked him if he ate the pudding, he tried to repudiate or deny eating it. So repudiate means to deny. Getting it? So let's move on to yet another word here. The word is intrepid. So when you are in trap, you are fearless and confident. So in trap, the quality that you possess is of being fearless. So intrepid is a fearless person. So here is another slide. The intrepid young lad thought nothing of bravely picking up the poisonous snake while other people watching shook with fear. So the boy is intrepid. Obsequious. Obsequious means to win favor from influential people by flattery. Now understand that is by flattery. So I can divide the word as op plus sequious. Sequi means sequence. So where one thing follows the other is just like the servants follow their masters, and to win their favor they keep flattering them by yes sir to whatever they say is obsequious or bootlicking, fawning. Okay, or you can say that in Hindi is in the manner upseek is say. So if you want to learn something from somebody, you have to be attentive to that person, try to persuade the person. So that way you can learn obsequious or upseek is say. Funny, isn't it? But that is what the beauty, as I say, the beauty of mnemonics is. It should just make sense to you, may not make sense to anybody else. Bedizen. Bedizen is to dress gaudily. Now the vision that you see over here can easily be understood that something that is so gaudy is bedizen. I have another word here that is contrite. Contrite means feeling or expression of sorrow for sins or offenses. So if you do not regret your mistake, I will pull your कान tight. So the word कान tight, किसी के कान tight करना is contrite. To make him feel repentant, remorseful for something that he has done wrong is contrite and can be remembered as कान tight. Again, it's funny, isn't it? Rectitude. Correct attitude. You can see here that I have divided the word rectitude into two parts. The first saying correct and the second saying attitude. So having a correct attitude is rectitude. Here you can see the image of Gandhiji. Gandhiji having the attitude of being correct is what is rectitude. So strict observance of standards of honesty and integrity is to be associated with rectitude. Create a vision of what you see, of the words that you think that you can associate to a person here, or anything just that makes sense to you. Loquacious. This is an interesting word. Here the word lok, or the root word lok, means to speak. So here as you can see, Basanti, whose habit is to just blah 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 all the time. So Basanti is loquacious. So now every time you come across the word loquacious, you just have to think of Basanti. And then you know, no need to speak beyond. Gadfly. Oh, can you see this? Wait, so like, do you actually do work? This is what he's saying. So there are people who are gadfly, or persistently annoying, blighter, cuss, pest, pesterer. Can be remembered as Gaddafi, the Libyan leader who is the most irritating to the world. So gadfly can be associated to Gaddafi. Ebullient. Ooh, yeah, very energetic. Joyously unrestrained, exuberant, high-spirited person is ebullient. I'm not remembering it. Just think of a bull who seems enthusiastic when an ant goes into the ears. So ebullient, he starts dancing and jumping when the ant enters the ears. So another way of remembering is your dad purchasing a new Enfield bullet. So you show your excitement. So bullet, E say Enfield, and bullet, ebullient, excitement. Gainsay. You just cannot seem to agree on things. You simply dispute and contradict everything. In other words, that means you gainsay. So, in short, to deny something is gainsay. Or, very simple, if no gain, say no. That means when you have no gain, you have to say a no. Are you getting it? No gain, you just say no. And that's a gainsay. So I hope you know how to go about with mnemonics. Here are a list of words that you can try for yourself and learn to form mnemonics of your own. Please do not go with what others are feeling comfortable with a mnemonic. You may not be comfortable with that particular mnemonic, so create your own mnemonics, and this technique will help you go a long way in learning vocabulary. So please go. When you have done with these words, you can move, pause the button, do with the words, and when you are done, you can move on to the next. I hope that it's been helpful to you in learning vocabulary. Thank you and have a nice day.